Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up? Do anything.
Okay. What is it, man?
Stigmatism in my soul.
Okay. You got it, man?
Do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
You sure?
Put your mind to it.
Yo!
Do anything.
But what if it's hard, though, man?
If it's hard, it's gonna be hard. If it's easy, it's gonna be easy. It's all about what you think.
Okay, I can dig that. I love you, Sean.
Me too.
Stigmatism in my soul, man. Window cleaner with soul. You see it, you hear it.
Dopest channel.
Dopest channel on YouTube.
You hear it.
Thanks for coming to the channel, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to all the subscribers.
Shout out to all the subscribers, man.
Peace.
Peace out. Yo, what's up? What's going on, y'all? What's happening, man? Welcome to the podcast with Soul. Today is September the 15th, 2021. It is 12:04 in the PM. This is East Coast time. Shout out to all the subscribers, man. Let's check the markets. The Dow futures are up 100. S&P futures are up 12, or 0.25%. NASDAQ futures are down 16. In the small cap, the Russell 2000 small caps are up 15. That's the market update. Shout out to everybody, man. This is the podcast with Soul, man. My name's Sean G. I be here every day, man. So we here, man. We doing what we gotta do. I wanna do this video. Just want to give a shout out to everybody, man. Want to let everybody know that I sent out more of the books today. More of the shirts went out today. I got to do all my international subscribers, man. Just sit tight. I got all your stuff right here. Here's all the international crew, man. I got all your stuff right here. I got all y'all right here, man. So just give me a minute. I'm going to get them out. It's at the top of my list. Shout out to my man D-Block. He bought a shirt. Go on my website, gunbypublishing.bigcartel.com. Get yourself a shirt. Subscribe to my Patreon channel, the Patreon channel with Soul. Let me put that up. Let me put that up for us. Put that up for all of us so that we got that. Copy. Paste. Boom. Let's pin that to the top. Subscribe to the podcast with Soul, man. It's $5 a month. If you buy the yearly annual membership. It'll run you $55, but you don't have to renew. You're gonna get the same exclusive content. And then we can reach out and we can communicate with each other via DM. If you want to get more involved and start doing some one-on-one mentorship sessions with me, we could also arrange that. So make sure you sign up. D-Block, I sent your shirt out today, man. The black one, that Fed look, man. I don't have no more green in that medium. I think I got him. I got some small. I don't got medium. I got large. I might have a large. I don't know what I got. Whatever's on the website for the green, that's all I got. I'm not going to be ordering anymore. Y'all go ahead and buy up those shirts with the colors, man, because once I run out of those, I'm not going to be reordering those. I want to do this video today. I want to talk about this topic right here. Somebody that I know reached out to me. Actually, two people have reached out to me, and I'm not going to say nobody's name. We don't do that. And talk to me about young people, young dudes in their 20s that have lost their mothers recently. And next month, about 37 days from now, will be the year anniversary with which I lost my mother. And, I was sitting here and when they told me, and I was trying to think like, because I'm 52, I got a little bit better handle on life than some of these dudes that are in their 20s, in their early 20s, losing their mother. And I was trying to think like where I was mentally at 20, 21, 22, and what that would have done to me if I would have lost my mother at that age, man. And like looking back on it, man, it would have been a gaping hole. That would have been a huge, huge loss. And that would have just pretty much been my entire support system. That would have been my entire support system at 21. I would have been in college. I don't know if I would have been able to finish. Just so many different things. We got the dope juice. We got the juice. We've got the juice. We've got it. All different kind of juices in here. I don't even know what kinds. I got garlic in here too. That's why my immune system is strong. And, these young dudes, man, first thing I want to tell y'all that are young and you've lost your mother or your father, someone that was super, super important to you, someone that was an integral part of your life, someone that played a material role in your life, man, my condolences to you. And I want to tell you, man, that I love you and that I understand how you feel. And I want to just, first of all, be straight with y'all that I don't know how it feels to lose a mother or a father in my 20s. I don't know. I never experienced that. So I'm not even going to begin to think that I can empathize with you or understand what you're going through or where you're coming from, because I can't. But I did lose my mother 11 months ago. And, it's a very immediate thing. It's immediate and it's unexpected. Or at least in my case, if your mother maybe was sick or something like that, and you kind of look, you saw she wasn't doing well, or your father was deteriorating in the hospital, and you kind of knew that it's just a matter of time before they pass on. I guess that's one way. And then there's another way where you talk to the person and you hang up the phone. You talk to the person like you've talked to them for years, decades, and then the next phone call you get, someone's telling you that they didn't make it, and that's deep, that's a deep thing. And I just want to tell you guys, man, we're going to go through the 5 stages of the grieving process, and you can look that up on your own. And, everybody at some point, if they live long enough, goes through the grieving process for various reasons. Different things. You can go through the grieving process breaking up with your lady, getting a divorce, losing all of your money, losing your job, the death of a loved one. And the grieving process is real. I've gone through it several times, several different situations. And we survive it. We survive it. Without a doubt, we survive it. And having looked up the grieving process while I was going through a grieving process, I saw the different stages as I transitioned through them. And one thing, let me say this here to you, man, and this ain't to minimize your situation. This ain't to be numb to your pain, but when your mother dies, when your father dies, when your loved one dies, when you get a divorce, when you lose your job, whatever it is that you are grieving about, the reality is that the show still must go on. The show still must go on. The first stage of the grieving process, they say, is denial, where when this thing happens, you go into denial. You start denying the fact that the reality that has taken place has actually happened. The second stage is anger. You become angry at that situation, at the fact that this thing has happened. The third step is you start bargaining with God. You start asking God, if you change this situation, if you bring this person back, I'll do this, I'll do that. And then the fourth stage is depression. you just feel like, man, what's going on here, man? You just feel deflated. And then the last stage, the fifth stage, is acceptance. You get to the point to where you say, all right, man. Adjuan the Great, man, thank you for that super chat, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to you. You get to the stage where you have gone through the denial, you've gone through the bargaining, you've gone through the anger, you've gone through the depression, and you get to the point to where you just accept that what has happened, and then you begin to heal, and then you begin to move on. Now, the thing about the grieving process is that it's different for everybody. There is no set time limit that, oh, you spend 2 weeks and 3 days and 14 hours in the denial process, and then for the next 6 weeks, 1 day and 18 hours, you go through the anger process. There is no set time that you spend in each stage. It's pretty much up to you. It's pretty much up to you. Everybody is different. Everybody has different tolerance levels. Everybody has different, we're all wired differently. We all have different lives. We all have different things going on in our lives that can take up our time and keep our minds busy and away from thinking about the divorce or away from thinking about losing the money or losing the loved one. So that's going to vary from person to person. So like for you young dudes, man, just understand that, you know, you may be in different stages longer than what you thought. You know, and this applies, man, the grieving process applies to pretty much anything, man. I remember when I lost my money, man. You know, just imagine like one day you can go online and look at your online bank account and you can see $300,000 in your checking account. And you can see $660,000 in your TD trading account, and the feeling that comes along with that. And then a few months later, going on your online banking account and seeing $3,000 there. And that's it. That's all you got. You know, I went through that, man, and that was a grieving process in itself, man. And you know, I stayed in there, man, for a few years. You know, I stayed in there for a few years. And it wasn't until I got to prison that I was able to really like let everything go and accept that I needed to start all over again, that what I had was gone and wasn't coming back, and there was nothing I could do to bring it back except, you know, get back to work and start all over again. That was the only way I was going to be able to bring it back. And so I've been there, man, and you know, the depression stage, I was there for a long time. I was probably depressed for a few years, man. And you know, I came out of it. I came through it. So I understand it, you know. So, you know, I know the loneliness that's felt, man, by going through that, man. And to these young dudes, man, I just want to tell you, man, that number one, your mothers wouldn't, they want to see you live. They know that you love them. They know that you miss them. They miss you, but they want to see you move on. You gotta pick up. You gotta pick yourself up, and you gotta move on. You can't stay stuck there. The show must go on. You're a young man. You're in your 20s. You're 21, 23, 25, whatever the case may be. And man, the pain must be crazy. I know the pain is great. And feel your pain. Go through your pain. Go through all of that. Feel that. But I got to tell you, man, it's my job to tell you that, yes, I can dig that. And in spite of that, the show still got to go on. The show still got to go on. You can't allow yourself to just you can't just lay down forever. Yeah, it's probably gonna knock you on your ass when it first happens. But at some point you're gonna have to get up and keep moving. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing is, a lot of people go through this with divorces, or relationship breakups. You really in love with a woman, you really in love with a man, and they choose to leave you and be with somebody else, and you still in love. And it's a hurting thing, man, to be in love with somebody that don't love you back. There's a grieving process with that, man. And it could be deep. And it's the same 5 stages, man. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And there's nothing to feel weak or soft about that. That happens to everybody, man. Any person that said they ain't never been hurt by a woman, any nigga say he ain't never been hurt by a woman, he's full of shit. Or he ain't never dealt with women. It happens to everybody, man. That's how you learn. So, shout out to the young dudes, man. We got to keep moving. And just understand, man, that, you're not weak, you're not soft. And probably one of the worst things you could do is begin to medicate yourself with getting drunk, getting high, thinking you're going to escape the pain or it's going to ease the pain. Man, all that shit is just numb you. All it does is numb you temporarily until you come down off the drunk, until you come down off the high, and then the same reality is right there staring you in your face. So the best thing to do, man, is just go through it and grow through it. Go through it and grow through it, man. That was, these, and don't feel like you're weak or, that you gotta hide. Everybody, man. Everybody loves their mother, man. Everybody loves their father. Well, let me not say that. Everybody don't love their mother and everybody don't love their father. But if you love your mother and you love your father, man, we understand that when they pass on or these family members pass on, your husband, your wife, that it's a painful thing, man. It's a real thing, man. Yeah, I had my heart broke, man. I got my heart broke by a woman. Let me see. Twice. Twice in my life. One real bad. One when I was in college, I was 21 years old. And I got my heart broke, man. That's some painful shit to go through, man. When you break up, when she don't want to be with you no more and you still love her. That's mean, Jack. That's mean. That's mean. And all you could do is just give it time. You want so badly to speed the process up. You want so badly to turn the switch off, to turn the pain off. You want so badly to not love the person no more, to not miss the person no more, but it don't work like that, homeboy. That shit take time, man. You got to go through that process. And you could try dealing with other honeys. You could try getting some other kitty cat, but like I said before, the same thing with the drugs and alcohol. That's only a temporary fix, man, because soon as you knock this honey down and you on your way back home, your mind, you start thinking about the one that you really love and who she with and where she at. Oh, man, painful thing. And with that, too, you got to go through the grieving process. You got to go through the grieving process with these honeys, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the dope microphone, man. Where your microphone at? Let me see your microphone. Hold on, man. What's going on here, man? What's going on here? All right, there we go. Look at my microphone, man. Where your microphone? I got it up too high now. Hold on, let me bring it down. But all that is a part of the game, kid. Anybody that tell you that it ain't, they lying to you, man. They lying to you. That's a part of the game. But the thing about it is that, we get through these situations, man. We get through these situations and we learn. And if we're smart, we learn from our mistakes, the things that we did wrong, the parts that we played in those situations, man. You know what I'm saying? And we learn to look at the mistakes we made, put them in the asset column, and on the next go around, we're better prepared to not make the same mistakes, man. You know what I'm saying? We're able to see the nonsense earlier. And hopefully we learn and we don't tolerate it. We don't put ourselves in a position, you know what I'm saying, to get jammed up. Let me put this down. I put it up too high, right? Put this joint down, man. Got it covering up my face. The honeys want to see my face. Dear Blaze, what up, man? I see you. Listen, y'all, tomorrow, man, I'm going to have live on the show Irina from St. Petersburg, Russia, man. You might have saw her on my other channel, What Women Want and Need in a Man. She is going to be here tomorrow live on the podcast with Soul. We're going to take off at 12 noon. So be here. We're going to talk to her about her life, her YouTube channel, Russia, her channel and men and that kind of thing. And women, we're going to really get down to it. My man Dear Blaze just lost 2 people in the last 2 weeks. Dealing with death is challenging, man. Yeah, man. It's not a joke, especially if it's somebody that you love. I remember last year, I remember the day my mother died, man. I talked to her that morning. I talked to her the night before, and then I talked to her that morning. And she sounded bad that Wednesday night. And then I called her first thing Thursday morning, and she sounded brand new. She sounded like she was back. And then my next phone call about 8 hours later was that she was dead. And, you know, and sometimes now, man, throughout the course of my day, some days I wish I could just call her up on the phone and just let her talk. She used to love to talk. And, you know, there were times when she would call me, I wouldn't have time. I'd be busy, you know, because I took for granted that I would always be able to talk to her, or that I would be forewarned, you know, when she was going to pass, and I could prepare myself. But that never, you know, that's not real. At least it wasn't real in my case. And some days I wish I could just pick up the phone, call her, and just let her just rant. And I would just love to just listen. True story, kid. True story. You know, but the show must go on, and you got to understand that these people, they still live on in our hearts and in our minds. You know, the only thing that we really lose is the physical presence. But everything else is still there, and it's still alive. Georgia Gunby's still alive. I see you, Jordan Sanchez. You're looking at her. And when we look at it from that perspective, you can, it helps. It helps because you can still hear their voice. You can still hear all of the things they taught you, all the fun times y'all had, all the good times, all the laughs. And then you could even begin to see your own ways and traits and the things that you do and your behaviors that they've embedded in you. You know, so these people, they never really die. They always live. They always live, man. Shout out to you, David Andrews. What's up, man? What's going on, everybody? Stizzy, what's up, man? So listen, tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, 12 noon. Be here. Be here. Mark your calendars. I'm going to have a guest on, female guest, Irina. Maybe you saw her interview with me on my other channel. She's from St. Petersburg, Russia. She has a YouTube channel called Russian Reaction Reviews. Subscribe to that channel. Be here tomorrow. She's going to be here. I'm going to have the other microphone set up right here, me and her. We're going to take off and we're going to talk. So it's going to be a pretty interesting show. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I spoke to her yesterday. She's on board. So tomorrow, 12 noon, Jersey time. We're going to be here, man. It's going to be a dope situation. Yo, David, what's up, man? David Adjuang the Great was one of the ones that took advantage of your generosity, man. Adjuang, my man right there in the live chat, David Andrews is the one that paid for your mentorship, man. Shout out to David Andrews, man. But listen, man, you know, we up, we at 'em. And then, you know, we have to begin and see another thing that the death of these loved ones, what they should do for us is to put us on notice of the fragility of our own lives and our own mortality, right? And how fragile our lives are. And it should move us and push us to take a more aggressive, more concentrated, more disciplined approach to our own lives, because we know for a fact that we are going to expire at some point, that we are not going to be here forever, because we saw this person. We saw this person was here. This person raised us. We saw this person for decades and they're gone. And next up is us, you know, and that's why we got to spend time with our kids. My man, Elliot Wave Review. Shout out to all our loved ones who transitioned to the other side, man. Peace and love to them all, and may them bless us and forgive us, man. Shout out to Elliot Wave Review, man. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah, man. Corey Ann, what's up, man? Corey, is that you from Staten Island, man? I sent your stuff out today, your books, man. I mailed out a lot of books and shirts today. I got a couple more. I got a lot of international. Here's all my international tickets, man. These all my dudes over there. These all my international receipts, man. I got to mail all these out. So I got all y'all coming, man. All y'all coming. I'm going to probably take these to the post office either today. What's today? Wednesday? Either today or tomorrow. So, yeah, man, you know, we got to keep... Yeah, Corey, I sent your joint out today, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Shout out to Corey, man. Corey bought all 3 books and got a free T-shirt too, man. My man, Trucker Ron. I probably should get... Trucker Ron, let me get you on the phone. I'm going to call you. I'm going to call Trucker Ron because Trucker Ron got some experience with this topic, man. I'm going to see if he pick up. I'm going to see if my man Trucker Ron pick up. Hold on, let me get the Joinski joint right. Let me pair that up. All right. Let me see if I can get my man. Let's see if we can get my man on the phone, man.
Hello?
Trucker Ron.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I got you on the channel, man. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's cool.
You see the topic, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you feel like going into it, or you don't feel like talking about that?
As far as the losing the loved one part?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll talk about it.
All right, cool.
For anybody that hasn't been on the channel and heard me speak on my story, I was engaged to a female, and 5 days before.
Hold on.
All right.
Hello? Spam. All right, so listen, y'all. I need y'all to check this out. See that link I just put up here? I'm going to put Ron's link, his YouTube channel. That's his link right there. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. So, Ron, I got 2 young dudes, man. One of them's 21. The other one's like 22 or something like that. They just lost their mother. And, you know I didn't lose my mother when I was that age. And, you know, I don't know if you lost yours when you was that age. That's got to be a hellified thing to go through. But I know that you know something about losing a loved one. So if you can go a little bit into that, man, we'd appreciate it, man.
All right, cool. So, yeah, man, like I was saying, I was engaged to this female, and she's pregnant with twins. And
tell us your name first, Ron. Ron, I'm sorry. Tell us your name, age, all that, where you from, and all that.
My name is Ronald Moss. I'm from Georgia, and I'm 32.
All right.
I'm also a truck driver.
Man, Ronald the truck driver, man. Check him out, y'all. You got your own truck. You self-employed.
Yes, sir.
Check him out, y'all. All right, Ron, I'm sorry I cut you off. I'm gonna leave you alone this time. Go ahead.
You're cool, man. But yeah, so we were engaged. She's pregnant with twins, and 5 days before the babies were supposed to be born, all 3 of them passed, and she died in my arms. So I take her last breath, all that good stuff. It messed me up mentally, physically, and emotionally because I took myself away from everybody in my family. I didn't want to go to any more like funerals and things like that. I tried to stay away from people because I didn't want to lose anyone else that I truly loved and things like that. And it put me in a state of depression for like 10 years. I actually just came out of it. But to anybody that's going through that now, from my experience, and I went through all of that by myself, me healing myself and kind of grieving as much as I could and to get past everything. No matter what, you have to keep going. And if you don't remember anything else, remember that just because they're not here in the physical, they're spiritually here with you. Like they're a guide of you now, especially if that's your parent or something like that. They're going to guide you, and you should take that as a blessing because they don't have to suffer anymore in this cruel world. You know what I'm saying? But they can help you further your life if you just talk to them. I guarantee you'll hear them.
So, Ron, you say you were engaged. Your fiance was pregnant with twins, and 5 days before the twins were to be born, all three of them died.
Yep.
And she died in your arms.
Yep. At my mother's house. Well, my parents' house.
Now, we talked about the 5 stages of the grieving process. Have you looked at that where the first stage is denial, the second stage is anger, the third stage is bargaining, the fourth stage is depression, and then the fifth stage is acceptance? Does that sound about right? Did you go through that?
Yeah, I would say I did. I never knew that there were certain stages, but yeah, I definitely did that. Definitely. It was terrible. But I mean, it made me grow, in certain aspects as well too. So.
Yeah. And I was just saying, I lost my mother almost about a year ago. Next month will be a year. And what that did for me is it immediately alerted me to my own upcoming expiration from this planet, to my own future transition. And it just let me know that no days should be wasted, man. No hours should be wasted. No minutes should be wasted. No seconds should be wasted. That we all getting up out of here, man. We all getting up out of here, man. Ain't nobody staying here. So we got to make hay while the sun shines.
That's a big old fact right there. That's two things for sure. We'll be given life, and our life will be taken on this earth at some point. We don't know how or when, but yeah, it's an expiration for everybody.
Yeah, man. And you also mentioned how, that these people, how they continue to guide us, even though they're not here in the physical form, they continue to guide us spiritually and mentally, man. And I'm certain I've even seen instances, man, where my mother done reached her hand up from the grave, man, and moved some pieces around the board that I wasn't able to move and didn't want to move. And so I agree with you 100%. These people are still here. And if we can get in touch with our spiritual side, we can hear them speak to us, man. My opinion.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Because that's my thoughts as well. I mean, if people have to think about it, if we just look at nature and we're part of that, we don't even know where we come from, and we don't know where we go when we leave here. We're taught something that was taught to the person that's teaching it to us. So we have to figure out life, and that's one of the main things about it. But the more you get in tune with your spiritual self, you'll start seeing all signs. Like you wouldn't even think of the signs, like birds coming at you or anything, period. You know what I'm saying? You just have to pay attention, and once you start tapping in, it'll get deeper and deeper the further you go. So, yeah, that's something I know for sure, too, because I've experienced a lot of different things.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's I agree, man. And you know, like talk about this part, Ron. Talk about this part. You know, the show must go on, even in spite of what just happened. Could you talk a little bit about that and your experience with that after losing your fiance and your twins?
Oh yeah, man. The show must go on, because if not, then you're gonna deplete yourself. I mean, I lost my way for a long time. I'll say, maybe like 4 or 5 years where I really just disconnected. Like I said, I disconnected from my family. I disconnected from the world, period.
Did you still go to
I
work?
didn't even know music.
Were you still working?
Yeah. I was still working and things like that. I was just really quiet to myself. I've always been like that, but it really just shelled me to the point where I just went to work, made my money, and came home. And I kind of, it was a bad state for me to be in, but I got out of it, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, I still kept pushing to that point because I knew I couldn't just give up. You know, I had times where I thought about taking my own life, or wishing that I wasn't here. I never do that for real. I know that, because that's very selfish of me to take myself away from people that love me. But yeah, I've had those type of thoughts and things like that. So yeah, like I said, if anybody's going through anything like that, just know you're not alone. And as long as you continue to keep your mind in a certain state and know that whoever that person is, they're in a better place where they feel they're with you, you'll be able to get through everything. You just got to work on it. And if you need to, you could talk to whoever you feel like you'll be comfortable talking with. Don't just talk to anybody, though.
Ron, what about drugs and alcohol? Did you turn to that to get through that?
Oh yeah, man. I was already kind of into the drinking atmosphere, but it turned me real bad whenever that happened. I used to have blackouts drinking and things like that, but I quit. I quit all that. I used to smoke as well, smoke weed. I smoked cigarettes too for like 10 years. And then yeah, I just quit all that stuff because it didn't make me any better. It only hurt me. And ever since I stopped, my life has been a whole lot better. I've done like this complete 360 turnaround. So.
Now, while you were drinking to kind of numb the pain of the death of your loved ones, right?
Right.
It didn't work.
No, not at all. The only thing it did was give me a headache and have me puke a lot, and kill your liver. But yeah.
And when you come down, from being drunk, the same reality and the same pain is right there.
Yeah, it's just like when you smoke weed. Weed different from the weed that y'all smoked back then. My mama even told me that. But you'll smoke, get high for like 15 minutes, maybe an hour max, depending on what it is you get. But that won't help anything either. You just be hungry as hell or go to sleep. But none of that will help you numb the pain. You have to go through all of that. And those things will help you grow regardless. It'll make you a stronger person as well.
Yo, man, y'all check my man Ron out, man. His YouTube channel. I just posted his YouTube channel in the live chat. Subscribe to his YouTube channel, and I'm going to post up his Instagram right here, too. So y'all follow him on his Instagram, too, man. Hey, Ron, I appreciate you for coming on the show, man, and sharing your story with us. And I think you're going to definitely help some people, man. I'll holler at you later on, kid.
All right, man. It's always love.
Always
love.
Y'all
subscribe to Sean G if y'all ain't subscribed, man. Share his videos. He got that motherfucking fed look, but he is an awesome just person, period. But y'all already know if y'all already been tuned in. But yeah, link people to him. Like, we got to get his channel back right.
Ron, thank you, man.
Yeah, man, that's all I got to say, man.
All right, kid. Peace.
Peace.
I said astigmatism in my soul.
Hey, man, listen, this is real. This is a real channel. This is real topics. These are real issues, man, and this is what we do. Don't forget, tomorrow, 12 noon, I will be live on here with Irina from Russian Reaction Reviews. She will be here live. Who is this texting me? So be here at 12 noon. We're going to get busy. Shout out to everybody, man, if you're going through a divorce, you're not alone. You're not by yourself. It happens to everybody. Go through it and grow through it. Learn from it. You're not a failure. You just couldn't live together no more. You stopped loving him, or he stopped loving you, or you stopped loving her, or she stopped loving you. Whatever the case may be. So what? You're not the first one, and you're not going to be the last one. These things happen. Don't feel like a sucker. Don't feel like a chump. Don't feel like you weak. Don't feel like you a loser. It just didn't work, man. So just keep on and keep pushing. If you've gone broke, if you've blown up your trading account, or you blew all your money, you can get it back. You can replace it. Money can be replaced. Wealth can be replaced. The same way you made that money, you can make some more money. Just know that part, man. The show must go on. You heard my man Ron. We all got a story to tell, man. So I'm gonna get up off of here, man. I got to go get my clothes from the laundromat. What else I got to do? I got to go mail out some more books and shirts. Anybody got any questions, man? Let's do a quick Q&A, man. Who got a Q&A? I'm going to give y'all a Q&A with me, man. Check me out, man.
I said astigmatism in my soul.
Who want to ask a question, man? What's up? Sean, what's up?
Astigmatism, man. What's up?
Do anything.
Do anything.
Astigmatism in my soul.
What is it, man?
Astigmatism in my soul.
I love to hear my son say that, man. I love to hear him say that. My top 5 New York rappers: Bruce Park, the Barber 921. My top 5 New York rappers: number 1, Melly Mel. Melly Mel is on my top 5 since hip hop began up until today. Melly Mel, in my opinion, is the greatest MC ever. Because before Melly Mel, there was no hip hop. There was no lane. Melly Mel stood in front of a forest. He stood in front of the woods with a machete and cut a pathway through the trees, through the forest, for other rappers to come in behind him and follow behind his lead. And then some of them may have branched off, but nonetheless, they followed him. Number 2, I'm not going to put these in any order, but these are my top 5, man. Melly Mel, Chuck D from Public Enemy. I got to put Big Daddy Kane in there, his first album, Long Live the King. You understand? Who else? Rakim. I got to put Rakim in there. Melly Mel, Chuck D, Kane, Rakim, and KRS-One. That's my top 5. 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 Bruce Park, Sean, what you reading lately? I've been reading a lot of my notes that I wrote from the Kabbalion. I've gone back to the Kabbalion and just tightening up my mind. I've saw myself get a little soft here, get off my discipline game. My mental tightness wasn't as tight as it should be, so I had to go back and reread a lot of the notes that I took down that I wrote while I was in prison. When I examined the Kabbalion, I damn near copied the whole book. So I'm going through that. Sean, do you believe in a higher power, that your life is written in advance? Nah, I don't believe that. I believe I'm the author of my life. I make my life what I can make it to be. I do believe that sometimes there is divine intervention in your life. I've been saved several times from being killed. So, and I had no hand in that other than that I decided to leave or something happened, you know. So, but I think for the most part, I believe in free will more than I believe in fate. Favorite meal I ever had? Gotta be my mother's chitlins, man. My mother's Thanksgiving dinner, collard greens with smoked neck bone in them, some chitlins with some hot sauce on them, some black eyed peas, some of her potato salad, the macaroni and cheese, you understand? With some tea, you understand? Some cornbread, some real soul food. Sean G with the photographic memory, Starsky. Love Buck Starsky's got to be considered up there. I'm talking about the Kabbalion. The Kabbalion. Let me type it up here for you. David, that's what you reading, the Malcolm X, the autobiography of Malcolm X? I read that book. I read that book like 3 times. Every time I read that book, it blows me away. Every time. Every time. My man Eric down in Chile says Starsky. Okay. All right, Quadrex. Yeah, man. I don't get to read. I read a lot when I was in prison. Obviously, you know why. You got a whole lot of time. Any other books that I recommend off the top? The Kabbalion. The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. The Art of Worldly Wisdom by Baltasar Gracian. The Art of War by Sun Tzu. A Book of 5 Rings by Miyamoto Musashi. The Art of War by Niccolo Machiavelli. The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli. The Discourses by Niccolo Machiavelli. The I Ching by Lao Tzu. The Tao Te Ching. I got a bunch of books over there. I love to read. Hit the drums one time for Latino America. What drums you talking about, man? Man, shout out to everybody in Chile, man. Latino America. He said hit the drums, man. Chile. Que vive Chile. Yeah. Eric, what up, man? Elliot Wave Review. Do you think Russian women are better than American ones? I don't know. I've never dealt with a Russian woman. She's going to be on the show tomorrow. Be here 12 noon tomorrow, man. Be here 12 noon tomorrow. Irina is going to be here. We're going to be live, man. Be here tomorrow. I'm going to have a beautiful, beautiful Russian woman sitting next to me tomorrow, man. I see you, Eric. And we're going to talk about all of that stuff, man. All right, Dave, I appreciate you, man. I got to catch up with you too, man. Thank you for what you do for the channel, man. Glenn Wilson, I love listening to you even through all the struggles I have going on right now. You have a way of calming me and not making me stress as much and I'm type 1 diabetic, so stress isn't good, man. Shout out to my man Glenn Wilson. Glenn, man, you know, this is what it is. You know, we live in our truths, and our religion is reality. That's what we do. And you got to try to get that diabetic thing under control, man. If you got to lose some weight, start losing some weight and get that thing under control. I'm gonna do it. I got an idea that I'm gonna do something. I'm probably gonna do. I'll tell y'all about it when I get ready to do it. Sean G, I'm a big fan. Been watching since the beginning. Thanks for all you do. Shout out to my man Matthew G. Appreciate you, homeboy. Glenn Wilson, thank you for coming through, man. Yeah, man, get that diabetic thing in order, man. You know, our refrigerator is our medicine cabinet. Our kitchen is our doctor. Our stove is our hospital. The refrigerator, the stove, and the kitchen, along with the grocery store, is everything. This is our life insurance. This is our health insurance. This is our primary care physician. What we put in our bodies and what we don't put in our bodies. We got to understand that piece. Yes, sir. Bruce Park, Sean G, the man, you still maintaining the same early hours, morning routine you had in prison. I'm trying to become a morning person myself. Any tips? Yeah. You got to go to sleep early. If I want to get up early, I got to get into bed early. Yes, I try to maintain my same discipline because I got results from that. Discipline is going to bring results. You know, one thing I do, I tell y'all all the time, I turn my phone off at night, both my phones. I got 2 phones. I turn them completely off. Unless a honey done told me she want me to come over at 1 or 2 in the morning and hit it, then I'm gonna leave my phone on so I can go get some. But if I don't got nothing lined up like that, I'm turning my phones off because I'm not gonna be distracted with notifications and phone calls at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't do that. I turn my TV off. I turn all the lights off. That's how I have to sleep. And I get into bed at 9 o'clock, 9:15. You know, so when 5 o'clock rolls around, I've already been asleep 8 hours. I'm up. I have my coffee and I get busy. And by the time 7 o'clock rolls around, I've been up 2 hours already. By the time 8 o'clock rolls around, I've been up 2.5 hours, 3 hours. I done got a lot of shit done that a lot of people still in the bed sleep. I'm way ahead. I'm not really overweight. Mine's due to my pancreas giving out, but I found you through your fitness part, and that's how I discovered you, and I've been working out every day since, and it's helped tons. All right, Glenn, I appreciate you, man. Homeboy, shout out to Glenn Wilson, man. Yep, Bruce, that's what I do, man. I get my ass in the bed and I get up. I get more done. You know, I don't watch TV late at night. The TV is off. I don't watch no TV. I don't be up late night watching no goddamn TV. Sometimes I don't even finish a whole Mets game. If they're in the 5th or 6th inning and it's like 9:30, then I'll catch the score in the morning. Respect to you, Bruce. Shout out to Bruce Park. Hit that like button, man. Share this link, man. Hit that like button. Share this link. Yeah, we here. We here, man. Make sure y'all be here tomorrow, man, 12 noon. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down with the get down. All right, y'all, let me get up out of here, man. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, 12 noon. Be here. We're going to go 12 noon sharp. East Coast time. Irina will be in the building. And we're going to talk to her, man. She's a beautiful girl. You'll be able to see her tomorrow. You see her for a whole hour. Y'all can ask her whatever you want. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. I love all y'all. Peace.
I said astigmatism in my soul.
Fucking fed look. Peace.